Sometimes, bunkers can get a little bit busy. Hi citizens, this is Decoupled, and if you find yourself wanting to do something different, consider this. Wrecks are left abandoned out there in space, mysterious hulks floating deep in the black. The Reclaimer is especially shadowy, daunting, and reeking of gravitas, but let's get started with the most basic and reliable derelict mission in the Stanton system, the Derelict Freelancer. First, let's gear up. All I recommend for this mission is an undersuit, a helmet, and some med pens. While a sidearm is optional, and it's unlikely we'll encounter any enemies while exploring this first derelict, in the Star Citizen universe, I find it's always worth it to pack some heat. Next, the mission. Our mission can be found under the Investigations tab. I'm covering the Derelict Freelancer for a few reasons. First, because it's easy, but also because it's less prone to bugs. There won't always be a Freelancer mission. If it's a Constellation or a Caterpillar, and you're keen to start, I say go for it. They're both cool to explore. The only one I strongly recommend avoiding is the Starfarer. It's very frustrating to navigate, especially when touching a railing can send you spinning wildly out of control in EVA. With no quantum marker for the trip, we'll fly direct. I like Crusader, especially Yela, because from an orbital marker, the belt is only ever a few hundred kilometers away. Here is the Uncut Freelancer mission. I've sped up certain parts rather than doing many cuts because that's my preference. When learning, I like to see something start to finish. No movie magic here. When approaching the wreck, put your lights on and take a look. Don't fly too close, as finer junk around the wreck will often populate after your arrival. Do a quick look around. We're trying to spot any bodies we'll want to search once departing the ship. I suggest turning your engines off, but unlike at popular drug labs like in the last video, we can leave our ramp open. Nobody's finding us out here. This mission wants us to find 5 crew members. To mark them as found, simply search the body. Each member found will reward 1,500 to 3,000 AUEC as seen here, and the mission completes once all 5 crew are searched. The payout from this mission comes from the credits awarded when you find the bodies. There's another version this mission comes in, where you have to just find one person and are rewarded 10,000 credits upon completion. I'll show one of those later. When able, avoid actually going inside of the wreck. At some point you'll often have to enter, but with EVA in a state right now, the less you bump up against stuff, the better. As shown here, when you do have to go inside a wreck, it can help to press F4 and go into third person. This gives you the best chance of avoiding collisions that can send you spinning. You may have noticed some boxes floating around the wreck. These are typically only worth a few thousand credits combined, but if you like to squeeze out every drop, bringing a tractor beam can be handy. For bigger wrecks, you can also pull yourself quickly towards the large objects with the beam. However, I find it unnecessary for these smaller ones. Sometimes you'll be sent to find a flight recorder. It's easily identified as seen here. You can tell it's a flight recorder by the way it is. A gingerly exit, and all we have to do is search the last body. There it is, mission complete. All you have to do now is get back in your ship and pick up the next derelict mission. Now, I'm going to share an example of the other type of mission you may get with a single missing person. Remember how I said Microtech can make for long trips? This one is 400 kilometers. Let's skip ahead. You may notice I'm in the Drake Corsair for this one. Derelicts are fine to do in any ship, though I suggest one with an interior in case you want to grab a box or some gear from an unfortunate crew member. Having a ship with a snub can be kind of cool too if you don't want to park too close, and the Constellation is great for that if you want to try it. Once again, I've sped up this portion. This type of mission can be deceiving because, unlike the other mission, you'll search bodies and not find anything. The other mission showed us a clear counter, and this one doesn't change once you arrive. But if you keep searching, you'll find the principal target and get the mission complete. Not this guy either. Remember how I said EVA inside wrecks can be a pain? And there it is. Mission complete. One last tip before I leave you with some footage of a hostile Starfarer derelict. If any mission of any kind requests you deposit a package at Port Olisar, I suggest giving it a pass. There are 4 platforms on Port Olisar, and it won't tell you which one is the right one. This makes a simple stop a real-time sync if you don't guess correctly. To let you know what you're in for with some other derelict missions, here is the haunting interior of a crashed Starfarer, complete with hostile occupants. Thanks for watching. I hope this video kindles your interest in derelict exploration. I find them fun and often overlooked as an early option. See you in the verse.